why you should not buy a Halloween Horror Nights ticket.
There's Bruce, he's in the water.
At the HHN icon this year, gonna be okay, so if you slow down the audio, you might hear this.
Whatever my answer is gonna make half the people angry.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2024 update. So the HHN shirt of the day is gonna be from Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood. I want to do a deeper dive into the shirt real quick. Look at the shirt design. I love the top right. It says, see the blood curling spectacular that is Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2010. Nothing can prepare you for the ultimate fear fest. Frightening thrills so scary and intense, it will horrify your senses. So on that note, let's roll the commercial.
Halloween Horror Nights is the one time during the year when Universal Studios Hollywood transforms itself into a living horror movie. This year, fear comes to life as Halloween Horror Nights unleashes the most terrifying horror legends of all time. An all-new A Nightmare on Elm Street maze, a brand new Friday the 13th maze, and our first ever 3D maze with Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses in 3D zombie vision, plus an original maze, Vampire, Castle of the Undead, and backed by popular demand, Saw, with new twists and traps. Also, all new The Spine-Chilling Terror Tramp, featuring La Llorona, Chucky, and Psycho.
Yeah, really scary.
Halloween Horror Nights. What fear fears most.
Okay, welcome back. We're currently at a tornado warning. True, HHN opening day fashion or, opening announcement fashion. Okay, so a little update about CABBIE. As you know, we talked about in the last video, Universal's trying to budget cut CABBIE. They're trying to take him away. He will probably be leaving at the beginning of May. Trying to get Universal to reverse what they're trying to do. So if you want to keep CABBIE, email guestservices at Universal Orlando. I'll put the link in the description, also right here. Or you can actually tweet at them, call them, or go to guest services. Let them know how much you love CABBIE and how important he is to your vacation. We're trying to save his job. Okay, so we're gonna head into 5 and dime. They put up a new kind of HHN display with some Easter eggs and teases.
So here's the changes, here's the new display. As of right now, they just have some discounted creature merch. $20.99, not too bad. All right, so here we go. We got a lot going on. A very interesting colorway, right? You have these mannequins, you have ripped pants.
Okay, let's see what little Easter eggs we can discover. So first off, we're gonna look at this color palette. It's kind of reminiscent of Freddy Krueger's sweater that he wears. There's also kind of this lightning bolt or slash. Again, kind of very reminiscent of Freddy's slash mark. And then over here, right, we have the ripped up jeans as if Freddy was like, scratching up the jeans. Could this be leading to a Freddy Krueger announcement? Over here, we're gonna have the 024, right, for HHN 2024. And then over here, it's gonna say 33 because this is the 33rd year at HHN Orlando. So now we just gotta kind of wait it out because there should be merchandise released today. It also looks like the mannequin's paint job. It almost looks like the burnt skin on Freddy Krueger.
We got a new blanket from the Halloween t-shirt company. You're gonna have the black cat right there. And then on the other side, you're gonna have this like really creepy, disturbed pumpkin. But $50 for this blanket. How are you holding up today, buddy?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
There's a tornado coming.
It is.
What is your favorite thing about being a cab driver?
Oh, well, I love having a 1940 Plymouth because when it's windy like this, I have something to hang on to.
We've been waiting hours now for 5 and dime. See if anything pops up.
I have another Halloween t-shirt company, $37. All right, let's see what other new stuff they got. These have all been here. We got one of the Earl signs. We have the Gyrosphere sign. We also have some advertisements for Orlando. The pumpkin seed is still here. And then we also got some warning signs for T-Rex. So another dino spotted. But yeah, these things are all sent out super quick. You'll see them. You need to buy them immediately because you'll come back like 30 minutes later and they're all gone.
All right, this is a good sign. We've been waiting for like an hour. Greg is right there. Stuff is gonna be happening probably. We saw a sign go back to where the monster makeover was, and then also like a spot to put the sign on. There's movement happening. We've been here again for hours to try to cover this stuff.
There's movement. Stuff is happening. The palm trees are oh man.
I'm gonna get a text message if anything happens. We're gonna the tribute store. The team's released a bunch of new information about the new summer tribute store coming. So we're going there and decipher all the different clues for you.
Here we go. Tribute store and river cruises. At the end of this room, they've added something new. If you look all the way up here, it'll be Quint's machete, right, from Jaws. They actually had this in the summer tribute store last year. There he is.
Oh, wow.
There's Bruce. There's Bruce. He's in the water.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
That's one of my favorite things about the tribute store is it'll evolve over the season. So you gotta keep coming in here, experiencing the new little additions, little Easter eggs that the team is putting in here.
So we're coming to the final room. right? We've already talked about this. We've already talked about that. Now they added the new stuff over here. This is what I'm talking about. All about the summer tribute store. All right, so let's do the whole rundown.
Okay, so many fun Easter eggs here, kind of uncovering what is coming for the summer tribute store. First off, we're gonna look at these arcade tickets. So it's gonna be the Mega Castle Arcade. Now this might be kind of a nod to the Magic Castle kind of gift shops here in Florida. So it sounds like one of the rooms is gonna be a themed arcade. There's also some little tokens right here, no cash value. And then we're gonna come over here. This is gonna be a floppy disk. So it's gonna be for the Laughing Skeleton Action Giggle animatronics. So if you didn't know, Baron right here laughs and giggles. So this is kind of like the install kind of program for the animatronic. So over here in the right hand corner, it's going to say disc 24. It's currently 2024. It says to install, insert into skeleton, hit install button, press enter. Created by Tribute Software, distributed by Universal Studios. The Tribute Store brand is expanding. They got comics now. They're doing software. Then let's go over here. This is gonna be the membership card. So it's gonna be the Mega Video Rentals. I'm guessing the main facade and kind of the main theme of the Summer Tribute Store is gonna be a classic video rental store, which is awesome. Now the club member name is gonna be, you know, Taw, right? For Baron Taw. That's gonna be the skeleton that you're looking at. The icon of Mardi Gras this year. It's gonna say open every day, 48-hour video rentals, VCR, and camera repair. As you know, Marty McFly has a, you know, a camcorder, 88 miles an hour. You have to hit in the DeLorean to travel through time. It's also gonna say 6460 Hollywood Boulevard. So I believe that's the outside street number for the current tribute store. So it looks like the tribute store will be staying here and not going back to the Newark location. So then over here it says, terms and conditions apply. All rentals must be returned by 10 a.m. the second day after rental. If not, rewound. A fee of $1 will be applied to your account. 3 unwound tapes will forfeit your membership, and you can reapply in 1 calendar year. Now, if you didn't know, kids, back in the day, VHS tapes, you had to rewind them before you turned them back into your video rental store like Blockbuster, or you got charged. Over here, we're gonna have an actual VHS, so it's gonna be, hey, rewind, or be fined. I love that new little mascot right there. So this is gonna be a science fiction film that's gonna be coming, and it's gonna say, do not copy. Tribute Store production, time ghosts again. It's time, ... again. And then down here it's gonna say, suddenly, every morning the world wakes up 1 minute before their alarm clocks go off. Geochronological regulators and ghost hunters, aka Gurg, are called to put a stop to it. But once the beloved Gurg the llama goes missing, a ragtag team of newbies steal a modified time twig and breaks the space-time continuum to save the day. Did any of it happen to begin with? So there's a lot to unpack here. We gotta go back to kind of the HHN tribute store from last year to kind of talk about Gurg and the ghost hunting and all that fun stuff. So in the Boris room, there were newspapers kind of everywhere. The first little newspaper that we saw, are we alone? Do time ghosts haunt our alarm clocks? But there's a whole task force that goes after these time ghosts. They're kind of like the TVA. It's called Gurg. As you know, Gurg is based off Gurg the llama, based off Greg, who you guys just saw in the video. The team that works at Gurg, right? They're kind of like the TVA from the MCU, where they try to stop things that are happening that are messing with time. The ghosts are kind of messing with time. They're kind of the variants. The little time twig is kind of like the wand that they use in the show Loki. Gurg has gone missing, and then it talks about kind of a ragtag team stealing this. It's very reminiscent of Biff in the Back to the Future attraction.
We gotta get you back to 1955, or we could create a major paradox!
Oh, don't worry, Doc. I'll go back. And in style. But first, I'm gonna take a little joyride.
No! Biff!
Love to stay and chat, Doc. I just ain't got the time.
So this is kind of the big Easter egg, kind of telling you that there's gonna be something based off Back to the Future coming to the Summer Tribute Store. So down at the bottom, it's gonna say 1988, right? For 88 miles an hour. Over here, it's gonna say the runtime is 91. So 91 is actually the opening year for the Back to the Future ride at Universal Studios. So this is looking like each room is gonna be based off the rides that Universal had. One room will probably be Ghostbusters. Another room will probably be the Back to the Future attraction. And then we also have the Jaws Easter eggs talking about Jaws coming. But I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, so that is the whole rundown for all of that. I'm so excited for the Summer Tribute Store. Cannot wait to see those properties in there. But then over here, if you look on luggage, you know, we've added another Shadow Creek State Park. This is the fictional park, you know, from Yeti Campground Kills from last year. It was on another piece of luggage, but now it's on this piece of luggage. The shark teeth right there, kind of alluding to the Jaws room that's coming for the Tribute Store. Now back to waiting. Wish I had a couple of these full right now. Okay, I don't know how long we're gonna be here. So on that note, you know what, let's talk about the little update that Universal dropped for the celebration for Universal Studios Hollywood for the 60th anniversary of the Tramp Tour.
Celebrate 60 years. The event's gonna be running from from April 26th until August 11th, 2024. Celebrate the 60th anniversary of the studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood. Step off the tram and onto the studio backlot to visit an iconic film set. Join immersive photo ops. Enjoy new themed food and merchandise, and much more. Don't miss the all-new experience that lets you step off the tram and onto the studio backlot. Tour in style with the classic Glamour Tram for a limited time. Select trams will be inspired by the original Glamour Tram look from 1964. Meet more dinosaurs than ever before. Get a too close for comfort view of more dinosaurs than you've ever experienced on the tour as you observe their natural habitat from the comfort of the tram. It all started here. Take a trip down memory lane and see what it was like to hop on the Glamour Tram in the early days and get a complete studio tour experience. Snap pics from iconic scenes, pose in front of new photo ops where you can relive moments from your favorite Universal picture films like Jaws, King Kong, and more. You can even snap pics with a backdrop of the perfectly scaled replica of the Hollywood sign, one of LA's most famous landmarks. The studio tour and new enhancements. Rediscover studio tour classics that have been given fresh new looks to thrill a whole new generation of guests, like Earthquake and more. There's also gonna be themed food and drinks. Celebrate with retro themed food and drink options throughout the park. Grab a 1964 retro combo meal, stop in for a collectible popcorn bucket, or grab a 60th donut on the go. There's also gonna be collectible merchandise. Enjoy commemorative souvenirs to remember this special anniversary. Feeling underdressed? Snag retro themed shirts, missing a piece in your collection? Be sure to check out our complete lineup of collectible memorabilia. And then there's a special offering for annual pass holders. Reserve your pass member sneak peek of Studio Tour's 60th celebration, running April 18th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. You'll need a reservation for this. You're invited to reserve your spot for a pass member preview of the Studio Tour's 60th anniversary celebration before the official kickoff on April 26th. Reservation space is limited, so don't wait.
Welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. Come see how the movies are made on the Studio Tour.
We're celebrating 60 years of Hollywood history. 60 years of movie stars. 60 years of the world-famous Studio Tour. For a limited time, experience a whole lot of new when you step off the tram and on to the studio backlot. Relive movie moments and immersive photo ops. Enjoy retro-themed food, exclusive merchandise, and new tour enhancements. Come join the celebration, April 26th through August 11th.
Okay, welcome back. We're still waiting. Another blanket with Creature right there eating a glizzy. Fun design. It's there's the full design on the t-shirt. The t-shirts are $37. Looks like the bride is waiting for an announcement too. These came out last year, but you got the bride right there. Then you got Frankenstein's monster. Oh, here comes Marge. Now Marge, watch out. It's a little windy. The hair might go in the wind. Watch out. Word of the day.
Delay.
Delayed?
Yeah, delayed.
Yeah. You don't have to use it as a sentence because we're experiencing it right now. Okay, I'm calling it. It's 3 o'clock. I got a bunch of messages saying it got delayed. Ghostbusters. Let's talk about all the stuff.
Ghostbusters Halloween costumes are here. So we have like the new red jackets, which are awesome. Also like the Ghostbusters jumpsuits. Then we have some little kid and baby Slimer costumes. And the best one is you have the villain, but then the adult Slimer costume. Look at that thing. A true work of art. And then there's this amazing artist on Instagram. He did this like really cool, fun little mini film called Ghostbusters 3 Groundhog Day.
Slimer's escaped again. Look, there he is. Let him have it.
This one's ready for the trap.
Time for a trap, Venkman. Somebody get a trap down. You've got to throw out your trap.
Need a trap here. Need a trap.
Put out a trap, will you? It's a trap.
Now. Trap, please.
Throw out your trap. It's trap.
Can't hang on. Bill Connors?
We're burning daylight here.
We're heading off to the annual pass holder lounge here at Islands of Adventure. They have some Epic Universe merch, so we're gonna head in right here. Okay, we got our first bit of Epic Universe merch. For $30, they have a Ringer t-shirt. They say How to Train Your Dragon. Isla Burke. And for $15, they have this mug. On the other side, it's gonna say How to Train Your Dragon, Isla Burke. They have this kids t-shirt for $25, How to Train Your Dragon, little toothless right there. For $16, they have this felt pendant, How to Train Your Dragon, Isla Burke. Then for $27, they have the slight tie-dyed Epic Universe shirt. I like kind of the metallic finish to the Epic Universe logos. And then over here, they just got the standard UOAP stuff. The annual pass holder Mardi Gras. You can still get a little Earl here. Okay, time to venture out back into the rain. The forecast is getting really, really bad. So bad you can't even see. I feel like my contacts are gonna fly out of my eyes because it's raining so hard. Just saw the most bizarre tramp stamp. There's a rainbow that just went straight into the crack. I guess there's like chocolate golden coins at the end of that rainbow. Okay, welcome back to Universal Studios. They officially just dropped all the merch, all the info about A Masking the Horror Tour, RIP. We're gonna go over all that. Everything was supposed to launch yesterday. I was told there was kind of some IT problems that happened. Everything launched today, so that's why this video is kind of weird and wonky. On that note, let's head back in to Universal Studios. Well, howdy there, partner.
Howdy there.
Long time no see.
Long time no see, I know. It's like we're joined at the hip now.
All right, so the question of the day.
Okay.
When you take a vacation and you go to Epcot, are you the type of person who goes to Mexico or Canada?
Whatever my answer is gonna make half the people angry. I gotta say Mexico. Start with a margarita, yeah. I wanna go into that CABBIE place that has the jalapeno margaritas.
All right, we're back at 5 a dime. Long time no see. This is what we watched the team put in the back closet yesterday. Halloween Horror Nights 2024 merchandise reveal. In each one of the windows, they're gonna have mannequins on different displays. Let's head in. Let's see what we were all waiting for yesterday. All right, $30. We got a trucker hat where horror lives. Oh, okay, we'll talk about the jokes in a second. $27. They have a little, a tumbler or a turvis. They have the archway right there. And then we have some skulls, graffiti pumpkin guy, pumpkins instead of coconuts in the trees, some lightning bolts. And on the back it says, Where Horror Lives. And they have another skull right there. Well, that's this option. Here's the orange shirt. It's blacklight reactive, which is nice. Where Horrors Live. Where Horror Lives. What? Who came up with this? Did no one have a little round table? And
Okay, team, and it's time to come up with the new catchphrase for this year's HHN. We know everybody loved the Scream Squad and Never Go Alone, so we gotta top it. Ideas. What do we got? This is where the horror lives now? You want to say what? This is where horror lives now? Sure, that'll work. It's kind of like the Horrors Unleashed attraction coming to Vegas. Mom, Dad, can I go to Vegas? I want to go to Horrors Unleashed. That name is really gonna work.
But you get the archway. You know, you have that Tony Hawk Pro Skater Activision eyeball right there. When you get a HHN shirt, you want a black shirt, right? Because you're gonna be having alcohol stains on you, pizza fry stains on you, so much sweat, and this is gonna show real quick. That's why I didn't like when they did the white shirt last year. And so it does look a little different. They have a banner back here. This is what the locks were for up there. And then there's also a new necklace around this mannequin. So we saw a little necklace on that mannequin, right? And this is gonna be the same one. It's gonna have the 024 for, you know, HHN 2024. And then the 33 on a little red medallion on the necklace. They also have another little banner on the back. Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. It's, yeah, plenty of orange shirts. Okay, we got the shirt for Allison. On that note, head back to the office now. We're gonna do the whole rundown of explaining what the little teaser was that they just released.
Okay guys, we're back in the office. So let's talk about all the info and the teasers that Universal Studios just dropped for Halloween Horror Nights 2024. First off, I'm gonna say, do not buy a single day ticket. Fear passes will be returning a little later in the season, probably around like May or June or July. That's like the annual pass for Halloween Horror Nights. So don't feel like you gotta book your ticket right now. Okay, so Universal just dropped this teaser. We will be doing a deep dive kind of into the teaser a little later in the video. Let's talk about the shirt that they just released and the new design. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I kind of hate it. It's like a Warped Tour punk rock shirt. I don't like that it's orange. Orange is like see-through. It's gonna get stained super quick with pizza fries, alcohol, and sweat. You can't wear this. I know the teams are trying to make like the HHN merch kind of a more of a lifestyle brand instead of being event merch. I think that's why they're kind of like switching to these different colors. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think about it? So is this shirt, because it's all punk rocker now, teasing that the HHN icon this year is gonna be JoJo Siwa, because she's all like hard rocker and punk rock now. We finally have an opening date for HHN this year. It's gonna start on August 30th. So it's gonna run from August 30th till November 3rd. Team member previews are going to be happening on August 28th. Now, they've not announced the HHN Hollywood dates yet. So HHN Hollywood normally opens a week after the opening of HHN Orlando. Okay, so here's the whole rundown. Universal released about all the houses, the scare zones, the extra add-on offerings. So you can currently save 20% on a 4-night stay at Universal Studios hotels. And then I always say stay at Cabana Bay, because if you stay at Cabana Bay, they normally have like this special HHN like photo op experience. And then they've brought back the Peacock Halloween Horror offering. Your 2024 HHN ticket purchase unlocks 6 months of Peacock. Themed food and drinks will be returning. During HHN, you'll be able to experience exhilarating rides and attractions. And then for HHN 2024, you're gonna have outrageous live entertainment. Sounds like we're only getting one stage show, no nighttime show. There needs to be more offerings. HHN is getting so crowded now. You need places to put people, and shows are people eaters. There used to be multiple shows a night throughout the park for HHN. By just having one show, it's gonna be interesting because they did not talk about a nighttime show like you know, where the water is. I think the teams are still just trying to work on the summertime nighttime show. They can't even think about what's gonna be happening for HHN. So there's only gonna be 5 sinister scare zones. So they're not expanding the scare zone size. And then they're gonna have 10 terrifying houses. Watch your back as you make your way through haunted houses inspired by the biggest names in horror, plus Universal's own twisted creations. RIP tour and RIP discounts. Enjoy an evening of terror featuring a guided tour of Halloween Horror Nights, priority access, and premium benefits. Premier and preferred pass holders receive a 10% off, and power pass holders get 5% off select nights. RIP sells out super quick, like last year. I would say if you are like just coming for one night, book the RIP tour. You will not regret it. I promise you. It is a little pricey, but it's like a private tour. It's like a super express pass to get through the houses. You will get all 10 houses done in one night. Now, the express passes were kind of a mess last year, right? It took me 2 nights to get through all 10 houses with express. So when you do your RIP tour, you're gonna be guaranteed to go through all 10 houses and the show in one night. So I'd say book that as soon as possible. They do sell out, but you do get an annual pass holder discount. And Universal also announced one of my favorite things to do. It's the Unmasking the Horror Tour. It's the lights on daytime walkthrough of the haunted houses. You can like take photos in certain rooms. It is a blast. You truly appreciate the love and care the teams put into every nook and cranny within these houses. Kind of controversial. We're starting the 3-house tour starting August 11th. 3 houses are going to be completely spoiled 3 weeks out from the event even starting, because you can go in there and take photos. I think it's kind of a disservice to the team. It feels kind of like a money grab. And if you've ever worked in the haunt industry, nothing is ready 3 weeks out before opening night at a haunt. You're fixing stuff into week 1 and week 2 and week 3 to kind of like perfect everything. I don't know how they're going to have a house complete 3 weeks out from the event. So I would say do not book a Unmasking the Horror Tour until the event officially opens. I will say if you are scared of haunted houses, this is a great thing to do because you're not going to be scared. There's no scare actors in there. You can appreciate kind of the love and care, but not be scared by scare actors. Okay, so now let's talk about the teaser. What details did the teams hide within the teaser? Okay, so if you slow down the audio, you might hear this. So it actually kind of sounds like just begins. Now, when you're looking at the door, kind of the logo in the center almost looks like the legendary Truth logo, and then also there's gonna be this X happening on the door. So within the HHN kind of like universe, the X kind of represents fear, right? So the X, for like the media kit, it was on like a little, like a branding stick, the X. This could be kind of relating to something fear. It's not gonna be fear because fear only comes every 20 years until HHN 40. So this could be something kind of related to fear. And then also the tweet that went along with the teaser said, fear cannot be contained. So there are some icons that are not in Fear's Lantern at this time, right? So Dr. Oddfellow is not there, Cindy is not there, and Eddie is not there. So if you go back to the icons captured house, there's a scene within there from Shady Brook, the mental hospital, right, where Jack and Eddie were born. And if you look closely at Eddie's door, the paint job and the door kind of look familiar. Could this be kind of teasing that Eddie will be returning? So it looks like either we could be getting something relating to fear and then also the legendary Truth, or it could be Eddie returning. Those are my thoughts about the little teaser. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about what Universal just released? What do you think the little clues are leading to? This is my favorite part of the season. It's kind of uncovering all the different secrets and Easter eggs because we fully don't know what's going on. Everything is always changing behind the scenes, but I just kind of love the little teases and Easter eggs the Universal team does for Halloween Horror Nights. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Start with a margarita, yeah.
Okay, so if you slow down the audio, you might hear this.
You don't sell Hooter right here? What the heck?